Welcome, everybody. What's happening? What's up? Welcome to the Arrow After Show, our special FANDEMONIUM episode here at the Stream.tv. Obviously, there's no episode tonight, and we're all bummed, so we decided to come around and we pulled some fan videos that we wanted to kind of, we took your fan questions, we're gonna answer them, and we're gonna go through that, so that's gonna be a ton of fun. Real quick, hi, I'm Adam Kruger, and with me tonight, of course, we have the lovely Olivia De Bortoli. Hello. And the wonderful Mr. Sir Jack Hind. I'm
knighted again.
You're knighted every week, dude. Every week.
I feel like you're
just
never
knighted
not.
for real. And obviously, Carolina couldn't be here with us tonight, but she is here in spirit. She's somewhere floating above.
I'm sure she'll take a screenshot and draw a picture of herself somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably right about here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what we've done is we've selected some fan photo, well, there's a few things. We have some fan art. We have some fan submitted video questions, which are going to be a lot of fun to go through. And we also have a couple of other things to go with. So why don't we jump right into it? We're going to start off. This first video comes from Lauren D. Giambattista at Lauren PLLAS. So let's just cut to that video right now. We'll go there. I haven't seen him. Jack hasn't seen him. Olivia has collected them. She knows. We don't know. So this is going to be fun for all of us. Let's start.
Hi guys, my name is Lauren. My question to you today is about Curtis Holt, and just wondering if you guys think he'll ever become part of the Arrow team. I know in the comics that Michael Holt becomes Mr. Terrific, so maybe I think Curtis said he had a deceased brother or something, but do you guys reckon he'll end up becoming Mr. Terrific by the end of the season?
Right, for starters, Lauren, it's lovely to speak to somebody from down under. We also had somebody last night, and I did my Australian accent as well, so it's lovely to speak to you, Lauren.
At first, I didn't recognize. I was like, oh, does she have an accent? And then her Australian
Curtis Holt.
I was like, oh, there
Do you think he'll become Mr. Terrific?
Yeah.
Yes, I do, Lauren. I do think Curtis Holt will become Mr. Terrific before the end of this season.
I'm in full concurrence with Sir Hind over
After
here.
He called him terrific.
Yeah.
Curtis, you're
and
terrific.
also the T-spheres that we've been seeing. Yep. You know, it's for sure. He for sure will be Mr. Terrific. I think.
She's also probably wondering when he's going to be Mr. Terrific, because I feel
Hopefully
like
soon.
this whole season they've been teasing it. It's like, come on, I just want to see Mr. Terrific. So hopefully, like in the next couple episodes.
But then but do you want it right away? Like, do you want it immediately now?
Yes.
Or do you? Really?
Yes.
I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't. I want to see, because I'll tell you why, and I think that this is a good thing. I love watching a character build and be developed. We haven't seen a lot of him yet.
Okay.
We've only seen the fact that he's genius. He is saved Felicity's legs. He has a great husband, a good relationship. He's a good dude. But we know that he's into like martial arts and stuff.
He is a terrific.
That
really is what they're doing for him.
They're building it, and I think it's going to take a few more episodes. I don't know if it's going to happen before the end of the season because we're so focused on this death thing and everything that's going on. This could be an arc that could take place next season. Yeah. But I think it's definitely going to happen.
Almost like the new Roy Harper kind of arc, you know what I'm saying? Without Roy, so now instead we've got a new person to build, which could be Mr. Terrific.
I think it will be. I think that's a great question because, you know, a lot of us are sitting here wondering, we're waiting, and I know Jack was sitting on, like, just at the edge of his seat waiting for Oliver to say terrific, and he finally did. So we know we're going in that direction, I think beginning of next season.
She also had another part of her question when she said, is it her? Because in the comics, I think it's his brother, Michael Holt. It's not Curtis Holt. So I wonder why they're going in a different direction, or maybe it's a relative, or a...
That's a very good point, actually. Maybe he won't, like, has Curtis mentioned anything? Because she said in her video just there that Curtis has lost a brother, or did he lose anyone at birth? Maybe he was a twin.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm always going to be the one.
And that's where we need to find more out about the character before we just give him the title right away.
That's true. Well, we need to find more about it.
But I think it's leaning towards it, number one. Number two, I will always be the one to kind of come back and be like, hey, producers always said they draw from the comic books, so maybe Curtis Holt is just their own iteration of Mr. Terrific. Instead of having it be Michael Holt, they're just going in a different direction. There have been other Easter eggs, too, which would kind of lean in the direction of possibly Diggle biting the dust, with the helmet. You know, it's similar to what Curtis...
I saw that. His outfit is Mr. Terrific's helmet.
Similar, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I definitely think they're going to develop him into that. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Should we move on to the next one? Oh, before we do, very quickly, guys, a quick shout out to the Arrow Cave group on Facebook. It's the largest Arrow community of Facebook. I'm pretty sure that photo is old already because it's always old. Every minute it gets updated. It's insane. The group is growing, and
that's where we got all these videos from that group. So thank you, Lance.
All the videos came from, all the questions came from that group. So this is a big shout out to Lance. Thank you, dude, for putting this all together or helping us with this. And
that square is very cheeky, is it? Cheeky, squeaky.
Squeaky. It's a squeaky chair. Yeah. Every time I move, it's going.
It's fine.
It's all right.
Just sounds like there's something living in there. Maybe.
There's living, doing something else back there. I don't know what's going on, but let's move on to our next video. This one comes from Emily Westis.
Hi,
Emily Westis. Hello. Thank you for sending in your video. Let's see what you got.
Emily.
Hi guys, I just wanted to say that I love watching your show every week, and my question for you this week is, now that they have Damien Darhk in custody and destroyed his little totem of power thing, do you think that will be the end of him, or do you think he will somehow return and regain his power, or who do you think their enemy will be for the remainder of this season? Thanks!
That's a great question.
That's like a 3-part question right there.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great question. Jack has something he wants to say.
We still haven't touched upon why Malcolm Merlyn took Vandal Savage's ashes in the crossover episodes.
Sure.
So I'm wondering if they are the things that are now now Malcolm has something over Darhk. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's a way of him to try and sneak into Hive possibly and take over Hive and be like, look, I can get you your powers back. But the thing, because I feel like Malcolm very much has his control. The whole thing with the League of Assassins is very much so a control freak and wants to be the man of power. So I feel like that could be where he uses Darhk to be the head of Hive, but at the same time it will give Dark's powers back.
Interesting. I was going to say more along the lines of, yes, I don't think it's the last we're going to see of Damien Darhk.
No.
First of all, Neil McDonough is an amazing, amazing character, actor, forgive me. And I love seeing him on the show, and I know that I'm not alone in that. So I totally see a lot more Darhk coming, a lot more darkness, or dark eyes.
That's what they've been saying. That it's all the darkness in the episode.
So yeah, we're all wearing black, by the way. We're just like it's just
like Team Black
it's in theme of the show. But I see a lot of Damien Darhk coming just because his what'd you say?
Black Lives Matter.
Hey man, right up there. I'm with you. We're like the whitest people around, but
still,
hey, man,
we've got tons of black friends in my families.
As do I, so I'm with
Same.
you.
Thank you.
We'll do that too.
Thank you.
Okay, because we all have to,
Devar brought up the Black History Month the other way, and everyone loved it as well. Like, trust Devar to bring up the Black History Month.
But I think, again, coming back to Damien Darhk, I think that he's for sure gonna, just because he's powerless at the moment, he's not powerless. He still has a wicked mind, and he's going to do some things for sure. Whether he regains his powers or not, I think that remains to be seen, but we're going to see more of him. And I definitely think that Malcolm is going to try to take over Hive for sure.
Yeah, and we saw him in the preview for next week. We saw him in the jail cell, like bleeding out of his face. So, I mean, we're definitely not done with Damien, but I agree with Jack. I think that Malcolm is going to kind of be the big bad and try to control Hive in a way, so.
Malcolm's always a big bad.
Always.
Yep. I think he will be the big bad for the rest of the season, for sure. And that's our new
even with one hand.
Yep.
And he's going to be the one that whoever's in the grave.
I think so. It remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. While we're talking about this, please do go ahead and join our Facebook group. It's the Arrow After Show Arrowheads family, and again, Lance created that. So this is like our double scoop.
Yeah.
We have the Arrow Cave, and then we have the After Show group. So we kind of go back and forth, and we will maybe take questions from there next time. So we're also thinking of possibly maybe even incorporating these into the show on a regular basis,
Which
guys.
would be so fun.
That could happen. Let us know in the comments below if you would like to see that, if you'd like to see your video questions appear on our live episodes after the show airs, because that's a thought. It's a possibility. Let us know.
I like it.
Let's move on to Stephen Starr. Stephen Starr, he's a good fan.
Yeah.
We like Stephen. Let's check out
Stephen.
his video.
Hi guys at Arrow After Show. This is Stephen Starr here, account holder of Olivia Fan Zone. Just had a quick question. With so many heroes going around, do you think Oliver will go by himself next season like Longbow Hunters, or do you think he'll get even bigger with his group and make it like a Justice Society of America? So just let me know, and I'd love to hear your input on it, and I'd like to show you my Arrow gear real quick. Hold on.
You know what?
We'll be seeing it soon.
We're gonna show the Arrow gear just after we talk about the question.
I don't think Oliver will ever be alone. I think he's always going to have a team surrounding him. I think one of his teammates is biting the dust this season, but I think he's going to be replaced by someone else, possibly Kurtz. So I don't think he's ever going to go alone.
I'm in agreement.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement with that. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I agree. There's no, if he goes alone, who's he going to go alone? Like, why would he go alone? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we going to split the storylines to where it's like Oliver goes missing again? Like, are they going to recycle that storyline? I highly doubt it. So in my opinion, it's just going to be the continuous growth of the team until the team really becomes its top dog, and then same thing happens again where they have to recruit more people to fight. Vixen. I'd love to see Vixen come back into it.
I would love
John
to see
Constantine.
her.
I'd love to see John Constantine come back.
There's been talk of the CW actually giving Vixen her own show, so that could
be fun.
Yeah, that could potentially happen. We could see crossovers. We could see a backdoor pilot. That could totally happen.
A lot of them are saying that it could actually be Legends because they're looking at cycling the characters in Legends. So like some of them may die. We may have to have Heatwave and Captain Cold come back to the Flash for a little while. So when Heatwave and Captain Cold come back to the Flash, maybe Vixen will come over, John Constantine will come over. So I feel like that's how they're going to start integrating them a lot more by having the characters recycled throughout all the shows.
I would love to see, like even a bigger team for Arrow. That would be so awesome, just to have like all these people that he can just pull from and be like, I need help doing this. I think that'd be great.
I think it's starting to build that way, and I think that the whole Oliver going at it alone thing is more of a season 1 and 2 scenario as opposed to now. He's kind of evolved, and so we've taken on a bit of a lighter tone, which for Arrow just means, you know, not someone's not dying, dying every episode, just every other episode we have a serious death. So, you know, but I don't think we're going to see Oliver going at it alone anytime soon. And I don't know, Justice Society of America, I don't know if it's going to go in that direction, but I definitely don't see him going it alone. So, so first of all, let's check out Stephen's gear real quick because he put this together. Yeah, this is really cool.
Here's a full Arrow cosplay suit, right?
Yeah. Let's check that.
My Arrow 1 gear for cosplaying, pants, the jacket, the gloves, the quiver, all the gear. All I'm missing is the mask, but I'm making a special one for that. So keep up the good work and talk to you guys soon.
Wait,
cool.
Did you make that or did you buy that?
Yeah,
that's my question.
Yeah,
I don't know. By the way, guys,
Please.
I'm on the YouTube chat right now, so we can go backwards and forwards. If you made that, you have great craftsmanship, I must say. I can sew, I can do like a back stitch, but that's about it. I learned that when I was like 7 from my grandma.
And not to be outdone, if you bought it, you've got a good eye for stuff.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, even if you bought it, that's great. If you bought it, Donde,
I know,
where did you buy it so that I can go buy it?
Yeah, because that would be fun.
If you made it, I will pay you to make me one.
I'll just show up as Diggle one day, just cause.
Just blackface?
Can I be?
No, with the helmet, dude.
Oh, with the Black Nino helmet.
Can I be Thea with my red outfit? That would be fun.
You're gonna be Speedy?
Yeah.
We should
each be a character one.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
And then I'll just stand at the back as Oliver, just miserable.
No, we have him right behind us, so.
Oh, he said he bought it.
He did,
but he's making his mask.
He's making his mask.
That's sweet. Quick shout out to.
Where did you buy it? Send me the link.
Oh, yeah.
You DM me, don't worry about that.
Send that. while you interrupt our plugs. No, it's okay. Quick shout out to AmelCity.net. We love you guys. Steve Lamb also at Bam Smack Pow. He writes all of our amazing blogs, which you can also find at the Stream.tv website and on Twitter and Facebook and everywhere on social media.
Yep.
So cool. Let's move on to Frida Kalstad at Miss Keystone.
Frida.
She sent in a cool video too. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm excited to see it.
Frida's the best.
Hey guys, Frida from Sweden here. I have a quick question for you guys. In the beginning of season 4, Felicity lied to Oliver about how she'd been working behind his back with Team Arrow, and he forgave her without even thinking about it. Do you think she's being too hard on him with forgiving him about the lie about his son? Like, is there a difference between what they lied about, or like, what do you guys thought? Thanks for an awesome show, by the way. I love you guys. Bye.
Frida,
I love you too,
I know that Jack and I love you too, and we're gonna high five over that right now, real quick, because
I love you more.
we're gonna get into a fight over this.
Listen.
Go ahead.
I think those are they're two very different lies. I think a lie is a lie and it's bad regardless. But I think her doing something that she likes to do and working with Team Arrow again is not as bad as Oliver having a child and not telling his significant other about it.
Okay.
I think they're different lies. I think they're not the same.
I'm gonna be diplomatic in my answer right now, so this doesn't get crazy. But I will say this: I, Frida, think that yes, 100%, she's being way too hard on Oliver. She also did lie about her situation, and it doesn't matter because the whole thing, whether it's having a kid, whether it's whatever, they said they were leaving the life behind. They were living together. They chose each other instead of the life of fighting crime. So if you're going to do that and then you're going to go behind his back and be doing that anyway, you have to forgive him for what he did, because this is protecting the life of a child that he didn't even know he had, and that the child doesn't even know that he's the father on top of all of that. So yes, I think she's overreacting. Playing devil's advocate, I will say this, he has lied to her a lot. So maybe it's just the straw that broke the camel's back, and maybe the whole fact that she did lie to him and he forgave her without thinking about it is going to bring them back together later. I don't know. But yes, I think she should forgive him, period.
Can I make a little caveat to my thing, too? I think she should eventually forgive him. I mean, I think that he needs to learn his lesson and not lie to her ever again, but I do want to see them together because I'm a huge Olicity fan. So.
Jack, is there anything you'd like to throw on that fire?
Oh God, here we go.
They're fine. I've got no issue with it anymore. I understand. I do think she overreacted when he's lying, but of course we need to see Olicity build. Everybody wants to see it. That's like the big thing. So for now, to see them almost break up to a point, it's got all the Olicity fans raging. They're like, no, we want to see him back. We want to see him back. So they're coming back. So I think that's why the writers have done it. I've given up. I'm fed up of arguing with Olivia and Carolina. I can't do it anymore. I love them to pieces, and I just can't take this. Should he have told him? Shouldn't he have told him? I agree that he shouldn't have told her because, like I said, the one thing that matters is what's best for his son, but it's happened, and now I believe in the future they 100% are getting back together. There's absolutely no reason
I
for
hope
not
they
to.
get back together, yeah.
Time will tell. Quick shout out to the Oliver, Queen, and Felicity Smoke group while we're on the topic on Facebook. These guys, there we go. It's there. See, there we go. That's what we'll see again eventually, potentially. Eventually, potentially. Well done. So yeah, quick shout out to them. Go join their group if you're an Olicity shipper or you're all about, I don't know, shipper.
It's literally like watching their vacation or like their honeymoon.
Yeah.
Just watching that group is pretty much watching that.
Which is stuff that you want to look at before you go to bed at night, I guess.
Goals.
I don't know if you're, yeah. I've no
Joey B. Part of me hoped Felicity fell when she walked out the door.
Oh,
you
God, that's
horrible person.
That's awful.
No.
Thinking about it, yes, it's funny and it would have made me crack up inside. But at the same time,
they would not have done that.
No.
That was
It's like a stumble on the way.
yeah. No.
She walked great for someone in high heels, though. Hasn't walked in months. Give you that much.
Hey, yeah. There were some comments actually about her having atrophy, and it's been several months, and that's probably true. Not probably true. It is true that there would be muscular atrophy, but
she also had a nanochip inside her that made her walk again, which doesn't actually exist. In other words, take everything with a pinch of salt.
Exactly.
Yes,
Suspension of disbelief in a superhero show. Even though Arrow is the most realistic of all of them, they've brought in metahumans, and so it's now just that word. That I don't know. I can't recreate it. It just happened.
Yeah, it just works.
Yeah. So before we take our break, let's just go one last video. This is from R. Santos Olivas from Facebook. Let's check out the video.
Hey guys. In the flashbacks, with Oliver yet to receive his Brafa tattoo, or yet be able to speak fluent Russian, do you think Season 5's flashbacks will take place in Russia?
I feel like the flashbacks need to go somewhere.
Oh God.
Here we go.
I'm just saying.
Get something to drink.
Don't drink something.
Don't mind me.
Don't drink your hints over there.
But that's none of my business.
I know they're going somewhere. I'm just saying, I hope in Season 5 they're gonna, I hope they just get a little bit more interesting. That's all. But I know that they're important, and we need to keep them and have them for the show.
I don't know that he's going to be. Did he spend time in Russia? I wonder if he's going to learn from
them. He'll learn from what's her name? Diana.
Tiana.
He'll probably learn from Tiana.
I almost called her Taisha.
The tattoo. Interesting. I don't know when he will get that, because obviously he got it so that he was able to prove himself that he was part of the brother. But it's a good point. It's actually a very good question. I would like to see that, because I enjoy the flashbacks, in case you guys didn't know, because it's the making of the Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Like, who doesn't want to enjoy watching how Oliver Queen became the Green Arrow over those 5 years and however long it took him to do all of that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
So I would do Season 3, flashbacks, like flashbacks solid, and actually give us go back to the meat of it, like what we got in the first 2 seasons. Like, let's bring that kind of flashback back again. So I'm down with that.
I love those. I mean, just a quick callback to Smallville. I don't know if anyone watched that series. That was like one of my favorite series, and the Oliver Queen that we saw in that series was, well, far different, though hats off still to Justin Hartley, you know, well played. But I thought that they did a very different job because they did flashback to his time on the island, and it was completely different. And I love what we've done here on this show. Even more so. I love that they've reinvented the character, and I personally love the flashbacks. We know this, and to be honest, I don't know if he's gonna spend time in Russia. That would be an interesting thing to see. We're already kind of covering all these. We're at 4 years at this point, so I don't know where in time he would have gone to Russia.
You could possibly see Argus sending him over there to try and infiltrate them or something like that. But
using Tiana to get in, something like that.
There is a connection with Tiana, so she probably has to teach him.
Yeah, she's big in this at the moment,
Yeah,
isn't she?
she's
Like
huge.
Tiana doesn't. She wasn't
the only other person who's in the flashback.
And she's not going. I feel like she's not going away. So I feel like she definitely has. Like, she's gonna have a huge part in either teaching him Russian or going with him,
or she's gonna die, and then he's gonna like. You know what it's like when somebody dies. It's like, oh, it was all my fault. I have to go and avenge her by.
You mean Oliver's going to say that? Oliver would never say that. What do you mean?
Shocking.
Quick shout out to Stanley's Kamikaze all year long, guys. They've got awesome guests on all year long. Go ahead and check them out. They're right here on the YouTube channel for the stream. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with some fan art from Boss Logic that is just so sick. And also some, I think we have a couple of Twitter questions too. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Just in case you missed it live. In case you missed it live. In case you missed it live.
Oh, you want to take the time travel the whole way back.
Oh my God.
We had a crazy vampire threesome.
And you can't unsee that. That's burned into my brain now.
I was like,
How did you get here? No. You know why we saying yes. You know why we saying yes.
he was like, yeah, I'll tell you whatever you want.
He is like something.
And we're like, inseparable. She was shadier than Sunglass Hut with Ray-Bans on sale, ladies and gentlemen.
It wasn't. So come on.
You just went to a totally different direction on that.
When a billionaire goes broke, it means he's got like $4 million.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
I found her to be deliciously out of control.
Oh man, looking forward to this fight.
We're about to get together. Watch, it's about to go down.
Better take some pictures.
She just slapped the crap out of Nick.
It's so good.
You can't count anything out.
Look at you.
It's been another awesome night at the stream.tv, guys.
Thank you for joining us, you guys. We love you.
You guys are watching the Fandemonium episode of the Arrow After Show here at the Stream.tv. Guys, thank you for being with us. We love you. Each and every one of you, individually and collectively as a group. I'm going to say that because why not? Thanks for being with us. We've got a couple of pieces of fan art here, and we'll start with, they're both from Boss Logic, actually, and they're amazing. This is Leonardo DiCaprio as the Green Arrow.
What?
How sick is
A
that?
lot of this went around, didn't it? Around the Twitterverse and Facebookverse and all that. After he won his Oscar, they were like,
finally.
Because there was just a couple good shots of him where, like, he had his head turned, or like, and he just really had the build. He had the look of the Green Arrow. He had the goatee going strong, and
That would be so
I
good.
mean, incredible to see Leonardo DiCaprio as Green Arrow.
Yeah.
I mean, come
Will
on.
it happen? I don't know.
He's just.
Would you be happy about it?
I would.
Hey, listen. At this
Do
point.
you think he would? I mean, would he do it?
Listen, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't think he just did The Revenant, where he just got eaten by a bear and then came back to life and killed a whole bunch of people. So I don't think he's going to play the Green Arrow anytime soon. But what I will say too is that, I don't know, for me, it's Stephen Amell he's ubiquitous. He's become the Arrow. Period. I think his portrayal of the character is amazing. My personal thing, that's what I'm going to say.
I agree. He got me hooked into it
Yeah.
immediately. Like I said, the first 2 seasons and just how good he did of a job being on. Again, it was the island. The island Young Lu just really got me attached to this show. And his connection that he actually had with the island. And so, yeah, Stephen Amell's really cracked down the character.
I feel like, if they make a movie of it, they should have Stephen Amell 100%.
I would love it if they did.
Now, I wouldn't. I wouldn't like... the reason I like TV shows so much compared to movies sometimes is because TV shows is something we get connected to for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seasons. And you really get to enjoy that. Like Entourage, you get to enjoy the characters, you get to enjoy everything that those 4, the brotherhood, they get to go through. Whereas in a movie, you only get an hour and a half to 2 hours of it. Yeah. And so I've enjoyed Amell's rendition of Arrow over these seasons that we've seen so far, and I'm ready to watch him for the next 4 seasons again. Am I ready to watch him in a 2-hour movie? No, because I don't get enough of him. In my opinion. So I want somebody who's going to punch it for the 2 hours, do a great acting job as a Green Arrow, obviously do a great character job as well. So, no, I wouldn't like Stephen Amell in the movies. Same with Grant Gustin in The Flash. Same thing. People were moaning that he didn't get into the movies. It's like, why? Why would you want him in the movies when now, instead of having him in one movie, we have him for hopefully 6, 7 seasons?
I think the next guy, though, that we're going to show, I think he would be really good.
Let's throw out the next one. It's Charlie Hunnam, I think it is.
Charlie Hunnam.
As the Green Arrow.
First of all, Boss Logic, look at that freaking picture. That's amazing.
That's just epic. Like, I'm looking at it down here, and it's...
I hadn't even seen that one yet. You know, it's from Newcastle in the UK, which is up north. Yes,
but
Charlie
I feel like
Hunnam.
Charlie Hunnam, he would be really good as a Green Arrow also.
Have you seen him act?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was he in?
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
That was the one thing I never watched. Sons of Anarchy, he was apparently amazing. If you've seen Green Street Hooligans, don't.
Don't.
If you've seen Pacific Rim, let me know what you thought about it. I love Charlie Hunnam. I don't think he's the strongest actor in the world, but I just think he's a great guy, and he really does try his best when it comes to the characters and tries to make it as real as possible. To see Charlie Hunnam, do I think he has the acting chops of Green Arrow? I'm not sure, because like I said, I haven't seen Sons of Anarchy, and they're the people who say he would make a Green Arrow because of the role that he played in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
So I'll have to watch it and then come back to it.
I think he did a great job in Sons of Anarchy.
I couldn't get to it. Motorcycles and...
Yeah, I
mean, it's just too American for me, I'm sorry.
And I'm not even saying it for that reason. I just, I don't know.
I thought it was
never got into it.
Just never got into it.
My roommate, like, ginger hair, like, rocker dude, loves it.
Hair.
Like, absolutely. Oh, yeah, like,
Since
long
when is a
ginger
rocker
hair,
ginger
like,
hair?
he's a proper rocker dude, and he loves it. I just can't get into it.
That's awesome. I think we have a couple of Twitter questions. Or actually, first a shout out.
A shout out. We have a shout out to Ryder Girl 47.
Hey,
she does a lot of our social media, and it's her birthday on Saturday. So happy birthday, Jordan!
Happy birthday, Jordan! Thanks for always being awesome.
Yeah,
we love you.
Always.
We do.
And then I have just one other Twitter question. It's not going to pop up on the screen, but Cyclone Carlos says, "Can there be any way Oliver can become mayor by the end of the season, even though he dropped out?" What do we think about that?
I'm gonna say yes, because eventually Ruve Adams is going to disappear because they're going to defeat Damien Darhk, and she's gonna, they're gonna stop the plans, and then Oliver's gonna step up again. I think he will become mayor by the end of the season. I'm gonna say that. I do.
How
maybe not by the end. Yeah, I do. I think he will. I think they're gonna go in that direction, or maybe they threw a wrench in it and decided to not do it. But
how is he gonna come back and be like, I dropped out, but now I'm back again? Like,
he said he put his full support behind Ruve Adams.
Okay.
She disappears. There's no one else. So if he steps back, he'll be able to take the role.
Okay.
I think. He had a 17 or 16 point lead on her anyway. So
yeah, he was crushing her in the polls. I mean, it's a good point, I enjoyed his run for mayor because I enjoyed watching Oliver Queen be a human being. I enjoyed Oliver Queen looking out for what's best for his town, his city, should I say. But at the same time, did it distance him from his family? Did it distance him from becoming the Green Arrow?
I don't think so. I think it just made him more tired, maybe.
Yeah?
Just another like responsibility.
Because I feel like he had his most problems, like team-orientated, have been this season, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he's been dealing with a lot. I think the campaign was just the campaign. I mean, look, at the end of the day, is it feasible for him to be running a city and also being a vigilante at night? When does he sleep? You know what I mean? So
agreed, 100% agreed.
So yes, there is that, but again, we have to go back to what we were talking about earlier in our suspension of disbelief. It's a comic book show. Yeah. It's a superhero show. So, mayor by day, vigilante by night. Yeah, why not?
I really enjoyed the whole story. I really enjoyed his mayoral run. I thought it was really interesting, and I would be into watching it more.
I'm with you on that. And besides, he would have a staff.
Yeah.
He would have a staff.
He has a lot of people to help him.
So he wouldn't have to actually, you know, he would be able to take a nap in his office, I think.
I don't want to see his speeches.
Logistics.
Yeah.
I'm worried about sleep, okay? That's what.
I'd like to see what he has in, I'd like to see what Oliver Queen has in mind for this city, rather than the Green Arrow has in mind for the city. So I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
If I was to see him become mayor, I'd like to really, because he has absolutely zero political experience whatsoever. He has no idea how to run a city. He has
Or
no
a
idea
company, for that
how to
matter.
run a company. He tanked his own company. Like, what more do you, you know what? That proves the point. The reason he couldn't run Queen Industries is because he was too busy being the Green Arrow. How is he going to run a city if he's too busy being the Green Arrow?
Well, hold on. He's matured. He's learned a lot. Maybe
He's a different person.
Maybe he's well, I don't know about a different person. He's not killing anymore, but
Yeah,
you know,
that's different.
maybe he's able to balance things a little bit better with a little bit of perspective and some age and experience. Who knows? I mean,
he really
guys,
cares.
what do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Do you think that Oliver's going to become the mayor again? Do you think that he should? Do you think the reason why his company tanked was because he was too busy being the Green Arrow? Let us know in the comments below, or you can tweet at us all the time using the hashtag #ArrowAfterShow. Definitely throw that out at us. I think we're going to wrap it here. Thank you so much for joining our episode of
one
FANDEMONIUM.
YouTube shout out real quick. Sorry. Come on, we can do one.
Do
Just because
it,
Aaron,
do
I know you've posted this about
it.
12 times, so I'm going to hit it out there for you, and you're a brilliant supporter. Aaron Saunders, hashtag #ArrowAfterShow. Do you think that history may play out as well as we saw it in Legends with Slade Wilson's son being the season's next villain? Because we saw, damn it, what was his name? Was it Grant? Grant Wilson? I can't remember what it was in Legends. That's terrible of me. For starters, terrible portrayal. Terrible portrayal of like a Slade of Deathstroke, in my opinion.
He sort of reminded me of Orlando Bloom.
I felt like, yes, I honestly, I felt like I could have walked up and punched him in the face, and I'm the most unfightable person on the planet. But I literally was watching that, I was like, you are a terrible Deathstroke. I want Deathstroke to strike fear into my heart when I see him, and that is exactly what Slade Wilson. And he wasn't even Australian, he was British. Forget that guy who played Slade Wilson's son on Legends, okay? Just done, over. Hopefully he never.
But he
comes
doesn't
back
feel
in.
too strongly about it, guys. Just in case you're wondering, it's kind of a blasé.
It was Grant Wilson. I was right. Thank you guys on the YouTube chat as well.
Yeah.
There you go, Aaron. I got you.
So do we know? What? I don't even remember what the question was now.
Do you think he's going to be the next season's big villain?
The son?
Yeah, the new Deathstroke from Legends of Tomorrow.
I don't see how that's possible because that's 30 years in the future. He's not even born yet.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and it's also not a
set in stone.
future.
Yeah,
so who do you think, real quick, last one, who do we think the next season will be?
The big bad?
Yeah.
I don't think we know yet. It might be the Calculator, guys.
Oh, it could be Calculator?
Nah, I don't think he's big enough.
No?
Nah.
Well, what's going to happen to Malcolm Merlyn?
That's the question. Let's go. Who do you think?
Let us know what you guys think who the next season's big bad is going to be. And with that, we have to wait until March the 23rd for the next new episode. We will be with you guys. Keep to social media. We may pop in and do another one of these at some point. I don't know.
March 23rd.
Shh, don't say it again. It hurts my brain.
What's the day today? The 2nd?
Today's the
The second. There's like so
3
many
weeks, guys. 3 weeks.
That's like 9,000 weeks.
Just, you know what? Tweet at us, and we will keep each other company over the break.
I'm gonna have so much time. I just now that there's no Arrow, Flash, like. I have my Tuesdays and Wednesday nights free again, so let's go back onto social media and let's talk more Flash.
Yeah,
let's do it. And Arrow.
Well, Arrow. What?
And Arrow. Duh.
Come on.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us for this special episode of FANDEMONIUM. We will see you in 3 weeks or sooner. Who knows? We're going to keep you on your toes. We'll let you know as things progress. But have a great night. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for doing that.
Bye.
That was awesome. Your videos were great.
Oh, yes.
See ya.